Oh, hello, good people. Happy Monday. We made it. Yes, we made it through the weekend. And I wanted to just come on and connect with you. First and foremost, say thank you so much for following me on this journey and allowing me to be a part of your amazing journey. And I just want to remind you before I even get into what we're going to talk about today, I just want to remind you that wherever you are in life, whatever it is you're going through, you're going to get through what you're going through. Like, you know the saying, trouble don't last always? It's true. And it may seem like it's been forever. But, girl, let me remind you, you don't have to live where you're dying, and you don't have to die where you're living. Let me take a moment to introduce myself to you. My name is RJ Jackson. I am your mindset coach and speaker for your next event. And I am here today to help you get through what you're going through. My goal and my role is to show up in your life and remind you that you can reclaim your joy, that you can finally experience the fulfillment that you've always deserved. And if you're ready to do that, I am here to support you in that cause. So I just say, let's go. Let's go do the thing. I'm going to share with you today just three. There's so much more I can share, but I'm going to share with you three steps that you can take to reclaim your joy. And as you're coming in, I want to invite you to dialogue with me, say hello. Let me know where you're chiming in from. And I'm going to tell you, like Elizabeth Taylor told husband number 9, we're going to be together for a minute, but I'm not going to be with you for long. Because she had a habit of saying that she had 9 husbands. Wait, let me correct that. She had 8 husbands and she married one guy twice. But she had this record of not being with people long. But I promise you, while we're together, we're going to have a good time. So I want to invite you to do 2 things as we continue the journey together. First, again, let me say thank you for being here. And second of all, let me ask you to invite your friends to come hang out with us while we're here together. And remember, we're not going to be here for a long time. I'm going to share with you 3 strategies for reclaiming your joy. If you've ever felt like, what has happened to me? I used to be so happy. I used to have so much joy. I used to have so much fun. And I don't know what's going on now. I'm like barely able to get up. I barely do anything. There's got to be more to life than meets my eye. Because what I'm seeing is just not a good thing. If that's you, if you're picking up what I'm putting down, you're feeling me in any kind of way, let me know that you're picking up what I'm putting down. And what I'm going to do is share with you how, let's see, Goblin Core, I think that's what it says. Let me get some help. Hold on a second, because sometimes we just need some help. Hello, and thank you for being here. I appreciate you stopping in to say hello. That's mighty kind of you. So I'm going to share with you 3 steps that you can take if you feel like you've lost your joy, if you feel like you're empty inside, if there's got to be more to life than meets the eyes, even with the extra help. Now, I don't know if you're feeling that way, if you've ever felt that way, but I want you to know, I know what that's like. So just a quick background on a little bit of my story. I experienced a life-threatening accident where everything about the accident itself says I shouldn't even be here. I should be dead. My passengers should have died. Matter of fact, they did say that one of my passengers would not make it. And by the grace of God, we all survived. We all have permanent injuries that we live with, but we all are so grateful as well. And so I know what it's like to feel like, what happened? Like, where's my joy? I feel so defeated. I almost feel like, what's the point and the purpose, right? So if you're feeling that way, I just want you to know you're not alone. It's not just you. And I want you to know that you're going to get through what you're going through. I see you coming in and you have a question. If it's related to what we're talking about, I'd be more than happy to answer your question and invite you to put it in the chat. If it's one, however, that you already know, it's kind of like distracting, and it's one to say, and I'm just gonna say it this way. If it's a question that shows that you kind of lack the confidence you need to succeed, I'm gonna ask that you just kindly listen, because you might find that what I'm sharing will help you even with the questions you ask. I believe the questions we ask are important. I also believe they say two things about us. One, they say how we feel about who we are, and they say we have courage. And so I want you to ask questions that's related to what we're saying. And I'd be more than happy before we leave today to take some time to answer it. Does that sound like a fair deal to you, my friend? And again, thank you so much for being here. All right, yo habla español, pero no ahora, okay? Today we're doing English only. So if you have an English question or comment, I invite you to put it in the comments as well. All right, 3 steps that you can take in order to reclaim your joy. First and foremost, did anybody happen to notice that I only have on one earring? Anybody notice that? If you noticed that, or you didn't notice it, but now you notice, hey, you're only wearing one earring. What's up with that, RJ? I want to ask you to put it in the comments for me. Why do you think I have on just one earring? Do you think I forgot? Do you think I lost it? Or do you think I'm losing it? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Do you like the lashes? Thanks for asking. I appreciate it. What do you think? And by the way, if I haven't said it since you've been on here, I want to say thank you so much for being here. I really believe that we're here on purpose. So thank you so much for being here. And what do you think about my one earring situation here? Okay. Oh, so you believe that I have on one earring because I want to give an example? I kind of like that. Thank you. Thank you. You think you have a unique style putting on one earring? Okay, Michael. What do you think? Do you think I have a unique style? Let me say this, Michael. It really doesn't matter what other people think about you. It is always what you think about yourself. Okay? So, yeah, that's really cool. All right, so let me just share how much I appreciate you all adding your comments. So I have on one earring as a part of my message to remind people to take one more step, that you're almost there. Don't quit. Don't give up. Don't think it's too late to restart your life. One more step forward, and you're going to get to where you're going. So appreciate your comments, and you're like right there on point. So how can we reclaim our joy and live the life that we've always deserved to live? I believe you deserve to prosper. I believe that you were born to prosper. And I believe that what we go through is to help build our character, to help make us a better person, not a bitter person. And that's always by choice. You can choose to be better or you can choose to be bitter. It's always up to you. Me, personally, I choose to let whatever I go through make me a better person and not a bitter person. And that includes what people say to me, how people treat me. I don't take those things personally. And let me tell you why. I believe that everything we say and do is a reflection of who we are. It has nothing to do with who we're talking to. It all has to do with who we are. And sometimes we take things personally when people say things that hurt us. I just want to remind you today, hurt people hurt people. So you can always expect when someone is hurting that they're going to inflict that pain on you, but you don't have to accept it. It's just like if the UPS or Amazon came to your house and you were a person of integrity and you know you didn't order anything, but they bought this big package and said it's for John, but you aren't John and no John lives in your house. You know, as a person of integrity, you're going to tell them, sorry, you have the wrong address. That's not me. We don't know John is here. So if we would do that, why is it that we won't deny the packages of hurt and pain and rejection that other people bring to us? We have to accept their harsh words, their criticism, their demeaning attitude. If we wouldn't accept the package from UPS or Amazon that didn't belong to us. Well, let me help you. You don't have to accept it. Give it back, but with kindness and with joy, right? So, thinking of joy, let's get into the first step of how we reclaim our joy. And Ali, thank you for your comments. Yes, God does replace our worries with joy, and blessing and success for every doer of good. Yes, absolutely. So thank you for your comments. I appreciate you. So one of the things that we can do to reclaim our joy is to go back and either rediscover or discover our purpose. Like, why on earth am I here? And when we understand the purpose of being here, why we're here, then we can find that joy. We can fill that gap in our heart. We can close that hole up. But when we don't know our purpose, we misuse everything in life. We misuse other people. We misuse the resources, the gifts and talents that God has given us because we don't know what to do with it. It's just like me having a phone, right? If I don't know how to use this phone, I might throw it like a football. But that's not what it's made for. I might stand on it, but that's not what it's made for. Only when we know our purpose can we live a fulfilled life and reclaim our joy. That's it. We got to know our purpose. So the question is, do you know or understand your purpose? Because everything you do should align with your purpose. And if your purpose is to help people feel good, but you're saying negative things, you're out of alignment. If your purpose is to help people get healthy, but you're feeding them junk food, you're out of alignment. It's important to understand your purpose and to live out of your purpose. When we understand and live out of our purpose, then my friend, oh yeah, then we can reclaim our joy. Looking to reclaim your joy today? Look at your purpose. And then look at your life and ask yourself, does it align? Does it match up? Recently, I was trying to do something on LinkedIn and they put a puzzle up and they said, match up the pieces so that you can go further. And that's how it is in life. You can't go further and be happy and have joy if the pieces don't match. And let me tell you this, your heart can be healed if you have the right pieces in the right place. I used to say your heart can be healed if you have all the pieces. But if the pieces aren't in the right place, well, Houston, we still got a problem. And let me tell you this. God said that he would, that you would be prosperous in health. He want to see you succeed. He want to see you joyful. If you've lost your joy, see if your purpose has aligned. All right, that's number one. Number two, if we're going to reclaim our purpose, and thank you again so much for being here, it's important that we cultivate courage. With courage, we can do the things we're afraid to do. And typically, the things that we're afraid to do are the very things that bring us joy. So perhaps you are feeling in your gut, you want to start a business or go back to school, or you're tired of being alone and you really do want to start dating, but you're just afraid. You're afraid that things are going to turn out the way they did in the past. You're afraid that people might reject you. You're afraid that people might not like what you offer in your business. You're afraid. And that's where courage comes in. You see, my friend, courage is being afraid, but doing it anyhow. Yeah, it could be pretty scary to start that business, but you do it anyhow because it's what your heart tells you to do. And when you're doing what your heart tells you to do, joy really does follow. You ready to reclaim your joy? All right, my friend. After you've discovered and rediscovered and make sure you're aligned with your purpose, then I want you to take one more step, and that is to cultivate courage, to be strong and courageous, because that's when we make things happen. Nothing happens when we're afraid and we're hiding and we won't go forth, but it's when we're courageous. Oh, sucky now. Life happens. So, I don't know what you're afraid of, but most likely whatever it is all in your head. So I want to invite you to reset your mindset, have another thought, and take a step of faith. Step out. Be bold and courageous. And when you do, my friend, I'm confident you'll find joy in the journey. And that's all God wants for you anyhow. So you might as well get to stepping. All right, let's go to number 3. I promised you 3 steps. I also promised I wouldn't be before you long. Thanks so much for hanging out and continuing the journey with me. If you're just joining me, welcome, whether you're here on the live or on the replay. I'm gonna take a moment out and reintroduce myself, and then we're gonna go to step number 3 on how to reclaim your joy and live a fulfilled life, the one that you not only desire, but that you deserve. My name is RJ Jackson. I'm also known as the Courage Giver. I am your mindset coach and speaker for your next event, here to help you reclaim your joy and live with fulfillment, the life you deserve. And you deserve, my friend, to prosper and be in good health. And I am happy that I get to journey with you. And I want to say thank you for journeying with me as well. So I'm from wherever you need me to be, because we are so fortunate and blessed to have the opportunity to connect internationally and worldwide through the World Wide Web, as well as through airplanes and trains and buses and cars. I can get there, my friend. So don't you worry about a thing. Yeah. I don't know about you, but honestly, I choose joy. I could be bitter. I could be really upset that the person behind me wasn't paying attention and crushed my car like a pancake, leaving my passengers and I in... I know, thanks. I choose joy. What can I say? What can I say, right? I really could be bitter. I could be bitter that I was left in a wheelchair. I could be bitter that I now permanently live with a brain injury. I could be bitter that I lost seemingly some years out of my life as a result of the accident. I could be. But why? Why? Yes, it's true. Life got tough for a while. I had to depend on someone to help me do everything. I couldn't talk. I had to write down things. I had to strengthen my muscles so I could roll my own wheelchair without depending on other people. Yeah, it got tough. It was not easy, but I made it. I didn't die. And I don't know what you're going through, but if you're here, I can tell you, but you didn't die, did you? You know why? Because there's still a purpose for you. There's still a reason for you to exist, and someone needs you in order to survive. You know, I don't count people. You know, sometimes people get on lives and they go, "Oh man, it's only one person here. I'm, I'm just gonna get off." No, that's not me. You understand the assignment, and that was step number one. Do you understand your assignment, your purpose? Because when you understand your purpose, life has meaning and you have joy. So I don't count people. I think people count. And my commitment is even if I'm the only one showing up, I'm still going to do the live. Because you know why? There's such thing as a replay. And somebody just might need to hear this message today. And who am I to deny them the opportunity to do better, feel better, and be better because of a word of encouragement? I understand the assignment. Okay, I promised you 3 steps. So far, I've given you the first step to reclaim your joy is to understand your purpose. Know why you're here. And then live that out. Because when you live it out, joy is always in the mix. Number 2, cultivate courage. It takes courage to do and be who you are called to be. Without courage, you lock yourself up in fear and you don't even move. You're paralyzed. So, how can you have joy being imprisoned in every part of your life? Kind of challenging. You can be in prison and still have joy because you got some freedom somewhere in your heart, in your mind, in your soul, right? Things that nobody can take from you. But when you've allowed everything to be taken from you because you don't understand your purpose, kind of tough to have joy. But listen, my friend, you can have joy. Understand your purpose, cultivate your courage, and here's number 3, like I promised you. Let go and let God. Yeah, that part right there. The toughest thing to do sometimes, right? Let go and let God. Let go of what, RJ? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Let go of the fear, the shame, the guilt, the rejection, anything and everything that does not serve you and does not allow you to serve your purpose. Let it go. Let it go. And when you let it go, you got more to go with. More joy, more peace, more contentment, more happiness. Doesn't that sound like a win to you, my friend? Doesn't that sound like a win? Like we get to choose. And as for me, I choose joy. What's your choice today, my friend? Do you want to be bitter or do you want to be better? Do you want to be overwhelmed or overflowing in purpose? Do you want to be weary or do you want to be winning? The choice is yours. I've given you 3 steps, and all I'm asking you to do today, my friend, is take one at a time and reclaim your joy. Start with understanding your purpose, or maybe for you, you understand your purpose and you want to cultivate more courage and do the things you're afraid of doing because courage is being afraid and doing it anyhow. Or maybe, my friend, you figured out you got too much that you're holding on to and you want to let it go and trust God to be faithful because He is faithful. And He said, I would that you would prosper and be in good health. I want to see you succeed. I want to see you win, saith the Lord. But you gotta trust me in the journey. All right, my friend, we've come to the end. But I won't leave you without reminding you that you're not alone. You got this, and I'm here to root for you. Whether you're here on the live or you've watched this entire video on the replay, thank you for your courage to do so. And I want to say, let's journey together. If you really desire to live fulfilled and reclaim your joy, it's possible. You don't have to be overwhelmed. You can be overflowing in joy, and you can find joy in the journey. I want to invite you to journey with not only me, but like-minded women who have decided enough is enough. Especially women who are in the second season of life, who want to live and feel that they have contributed. They have done things that mattered most to them, and they live their best life in their last days. I don't know how many days that is, and I'm not even counting. I'm just enjoying the moment. But if you're that woman and you don't want to do this thing alone, and you need the support and encouragement to help you put one foot in front of the other, we got you, boo. We got you. All you have to do is go to my bio, link in my bio. I am rjjackson.com. I am rjjackson.com. And you can find the ways that we can support you, including our 90-day Boss Move Bliss that's coming up August 1st, where for 90 days we journey together and we get it done. We move the needle, we reclaim our joy, and we start this journey of fulfillment. If that sounds like something you want to do, we'd love to have you with us. In the meantime and in between time, if you're not there yet, it's okay. Just keep journeying with us here on YouTube. If you haven't done so yet, I want to invite you to subscribe, because every day I come your way to encourage your heart, to remind you that you don't have to live where you're dying, and you don't have to die where you're living. But you too, like me, can choose joy no matter what you're going through. Because at the end of the day, my friend, you will get through what you're going through. All right, good people. I'm going to check comments really quick, and I'm going to let you know I'm not tired, but my time is basically expired. I told you we weren't going to be here for long, but we were going to have some transformation happen along the way. So, Eileen, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. So appreciate you. Enjoyed talking with you. And yes, that guy, Jesus is Lord. Blessings to you as well, Ali. And thank you all so much for being here. Thank you, Michael, for your comments. And I appreciate each and one of you. Kareem, thank you as well. Well, I'm not tired, but my time has expired. I gotta let you go. But just before I do, my friend, I gotta let you know, in case no one's told you today, let me, RJ Jackson, the Courage Giver, your mindset coach and speaker for your next event, be the first one to say, you are somebody special. You're fearfully and wonderfully made. Ain't nothing wrong with you, because God don't make no junk. If you haven't done so already, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, and let's journey together. All right, my friend. Bye for now.